Welcome to Readings by Patty, and I am so happy to have you here with me. This is your Aries October reading. I just want to say how appreciative I am of your support leading into my new adventure on YouTube. This is the beginnings of my channel, and to help support you guys supporting me, the sun sign that has the most views in October will get a bonus reading for me. So, Aries, go ahead and like and subscribe and comment because that will push your video out more so that you get the bonus read. All right, guys, so don't forget to support me, and I will do a bonus reading with the most views at the end of October. So, what do I feel for Aries? That is the energies leading into and around October. I feel that the recent or distant past and the energies surrounding that is kind of blocking you to some degree of moving forward. You're feeling a little bit trapped because of those energies that had happened or where you find yourself right now. I just want to let you know, leading into the future, these feelings of trap and self discovery of this situation is going to actually lead to you discovering who you are even more. All right, Aries? Okay, so let's get into this. You have a lot of anxiety and stress at this time because you're thinking about something. You're thinking about, and I'm going to say it, it's about a person. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it very well could be. It can be any type of relationship that has had some kind of breakdown and it wasn't give and take, and there's a need for some kind of forgiveness there. Um, I just feel that that was a very toxic situation between you and this person. And now you're still feeling all this stress and this anxiety, and maybe you even still feel some anger and resentment in how come it went this way? Why did it go this way? And then that leads us into the thinking woman, okay? So the thinking woman could be a friend coming into your life after this storm, or the way that you're viewing it and all the stress and the anxiety and your obsessive thinking almost about a situation, and just trying to find the balances over those energies. This person can show some understanding and some compassion and be there and hopefully help you come out of some of these energies, okay, Aries? So, as I was saying, this really has to do with the energies coming from the recent or distant past that's kind of following you right now, okay? These energies will change and you can choose how you work these energies, all right? But currently, I feel that that situation was not one of give and take. It wasn't fair. And therefore, how can you fill your own cups? How can you want something, or somebody sucked something or took something from you and was just take, take, take and not give, give, give? But then it's covered by forgiveness. And I feel for Aries that regardless of what a person or a place or a situation has taken from you, or what you thought was fair or unfair, you have to remember that that was a toxic situation, and no, it wasn't fair, and no, you probably were taken advantage of in some sort of way, okay, Aries? But forgiveness isn't going to that person and allowing them to do it over and over again. You see, you hear some people say, oh, but I forgave them 20 times and they just keep doing the same thing over and over. Well, yeah, because you're forgiving and hoping it's going to be different. Forgiveness and understanding that it's not going to be different, or it's not going to change what has happened or not happened. It's coming to a place of understanding and accepting what has happened, and then not let it repeat itself, kind of thing. Take what you learned from it and move forward with that. And I do see that in your challenge here, Aries, for this month leading onward, is that letting that go, what happened, how they treated you, what they said to you, the situation itself, the communication that had come in, maybe you weren't ready for that, because the give and take, it's like you have to communicate and you have to make positive movements forward and accept what you gave, what they took, and it is because of toxic stuff. Okay, maybe their own inability to understand. And now you're sitting in anxiety and stress over it. But I really hope that you start contemplating and thinking about that. It is what it is. And you can take the action from this point forward and just leave that and accept it for where it was. Okay. So then I'm moving into, like I said, the past, the recent past or distant past. This could have happened at any point, okay? But you're still feeling the repercussions or whatever that word is, of these energies currently and leading into your future. But as you do, I hope that you channel these energies of a place of forgiveness and understanding that whoever is toxic in our lives, we can understand that that's their challenges, it's their things. We can't fix those things, but we can start moving forward by allowing them to have their things. A place of, it's their level of ability, it's their level of acceptance, it's their level of healing, not yours. So when you give that back to them, you're able to start moving forward and not stop thinking, oh, it was like this and this happened and why did this happen and how can somebody say these things to me? It's because it was on balance. It wasn't fair. It wasn't harmonized. Okay. Um, so it may have enlightened you to see it for what it was, kind of thing in the past, and that's to a degree. So you knew that you couldn't continue to be in a situation where things were unbalanced, is what I'm saying, Aries. So you had to move away from it. So even if you left it behind already, it's still following you. The energies are still following you, is what I'm trying to say, okay? So in the past, you had to make a decision, whether you wanted to or not, whether it was something that you just had no choice. You had to move forward because it just was so on balance. It wasn't fair. It wasn't of an emotional stability, happy home, like everything that you wanted it to be. I don't think it truly was. Okay. Because it was like you were trying to make it this beautiful thing and it wasn't reciprocated in the same way. Okay. Oh, I gotta stop saying okay. It just comes out. So right now you're thinking and trying to balance yourself out and find your own leadership and find your own way so that you can start having this bright brand new beginnings, but some insecurities are still kind of lingering from this energy, from this person from the past, that it wasn't very give and take. It wasn't very even, okay? So then you got this leadership that's needing to take place, this taking the lead and creating your own balance. Now, not everybody around you is going to be happy about you taking ownership and knowing where your energies belong and they don't belong. But thinking and obsessing and holding on to this past thing that happened, it's just going to keep you stuck. Okay, you have to do this forgiveness. You have to communicate this forgiveness to a degree, and then but with this little bit of understanding that it wasn't you, it was them. Or whatever the case may be, it was unhealthy. And instead of you sitting there and stressing, you made the decision, but it's still holding you hostage to a degree. Okay, so your ships ain't going to come in until you start releasing that back to who owns those energies and not allow it to carry you through to the future. And like I said, you got these feelings of being trapped in those energies. And it's because you're all up in your head. You're still worried. You're still thinking about how it went wrong. The impacts of that Aries has already left its mark, is what I'm saying. But as you start doing some of the things I'm even talking about now, or you find people that have more of this understanding of your emotions and how you're feeling about things, you can start discovering who you are. We don't go through these hurts and pains and losses and letting go of things other than the fact that we need to learn from them and get more connected to ourselves. So I feel through this time of anxiety and stress, you're really going to start observing and paying attention to what the situation was and look at it from all different angles so that you can see that you don't need to carry this into your future anymore. You're allowed to let it go. It wasn't give and take, it wasn't truly what you wanted it to be. So, therefore, it's okay to let it go so that you don't carry that into the next relationship or the next friendship or walking down the street. You're not carrying that stuff with you no longer, Aries. So it is a time of discovery. You had to walk away from something that wasn't emotionally fulfilling. It was something that caused unbalance. So, for you to gain your balance and actually move forward out of this anxiety and stress and constantly contemplating and thinking back of what they did to you and how it happened to you and those types of things is what's stopping you from actually releasing the anxiety and stress over it. Don't allow that person to live in your head. All right, Aries. Now we're going to go into what your challenges is or what your blockage is. And I do feel that in order for you to bring in the overflowing cups of love, and that is through friendships and partnerships and new romance and all of this. It could be read in love, but I consider it soul to soul. Okay, it don't have to be in a committed loving relationship, even though I think for a lot of you that's what it is. Okay, it's an ex-partner or somebody you loved a lot but you just couldn't make it work because it wasn't fair. So it's not fair. Do you ever feel yourself, Aries, sitting there saying, this is just not fair? This wasn't supposed to be. I did everything I was supposed to be. It was supposed to work. It was supposed to be. But it's not because it wasn't even. It wasn't one giving, the other one giving. It was take, 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 take. Okay? And like I said, it's because somebody else did that out of toxicity. That is why you're stressing, is because you still have to learn that lesson, I'm saying. Okay, that letting go, forgiveness without allowing it to keep happening. So what I feel is your challenge and your blockage is that you got to learn to appreciate the past for what it truly was. And that's a growth and learning experience. You're wiser because of this. You will discover yourself more because of this. So I feel for Aries that forgiveness, that letting go, not holding on to this too long or too hard. You had to emotionally walk away because it wasn't fair. It wasn't give and take. So see it as that and discover yourself. Don't allow that from stopping you from wanting more and being more. And it'll help with this anxiety and stress and take it out of your head. So I do feel that as you work on these things and understand these things and start letting go of these things and looking at it from all different angles, Aries, you're going to start attracting those kinds of people in your life. The ones that are there to give and take. It's a give and take. It has to be an energy exchange. It can't be all one sided. But I do feel that you have to learn to appreciate the lesson that you learned in the recent or distant past that you're still holding on to, but you got to gain this balance now. And it's not going to make everybody happy, but the true people that are there to support you will appear and come in. So this is a time of discovery and learning how to be free yourself from this past experience with this person. All right, Aries, I really hope you like this little reading in October, and I wish you many blessings. And don't forget, like and comment, guys, and subscribe. Let's get this channel moving, and I will put out the bonus read to whichever sign gains the most likes and views. Sorry. All right, guys, you take care. Have a good one. Till next time.